Oh, hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and welcome on here to episode 1 of this Interrailing adventure. Tomorrow I wake up, activate my Interrailing Pass, say goodbye to family and friends, and then embark on this thrilling, crazy adventure for the next 2 months. Just me, my camera, and the memories you're about to watch right now. Thank you, future Lewis, for handing you guys back to me. But I wish you told me what I've got to expect on this trip, because I literally do not know how to put this into words on the way I'm feeling waking up today and heading to the train station to go interrailing Europe. Oh, okay, you keep your secrets, and I guess we have to experience it ourselves. So to start things off, I am eating the breakfast of kings. I went to McDonald's and I've got myself a double sausage egg McMuffin, no egg, the best order you can get. I'm gonna have a nice hash brown, and that is definitely the way to just kickstart this incredible journey down to London. It feels so strange to be saying goodbye to Edinburgh for about 9 weeks. I've never been away from the UK or Scotland for that amount of time. So I guess goodbye Edinburgh, and I'll see you in July.
Thought I had my whole life figured out, till a tree grew from one seed of doubt and fell onto my house. Now the rain falls through the roof. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with you.
There you go.
You will have an amazing time.
Thank you very much. And I'll call you 5 times a day, and you can help me with the cooking over video call. Alright. Love you.
Doctor said Lexapro for your mind. In a week or 2 you'll probably be fine, but my body won't stop buzzing and my head is fuzzy too. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with you. Doing it with you.
And 4 hours later, we have now arrived here in London, alone and ready to go interrailing. Okay, first things first, let's try not to get lost on my first 10 minutes here in the city, and let's find our hostel. I cannot believe that this is going to be my life for the next 2 months. I've been dreaming of being out here and doing this trip for years. I've been literally planning, saving up, and just trying to make it work for basically since before I started university. I already had this in mind to do after I finished. It feels so surreal that I've now finished uni and I'm just out here by myself in London about to begin this huge adventure. Like it's just not really kicked in yet. That here I am on St. Chad Street trying to find my hostel. This is the only place that I have actually been to out of all the places I'm going on this trip. This is the only one that I've already previously seen. So if I get lost here, there's not really any hope for me, is there? And welcome on here to the first hostel on my trip. I am here at Generator, London. It was only 10 minutes away from King's Cross and St Pancras, which is why I decided to book this one. I'm here for 1 night, 4-person dorm. This is the way you do interrailing, guys. This is the way I'm going to be able to make friends being a solo traveller, be able to stay with different people. Hopefully they're nice. And anyways, without further ado, I'm going to drop myself off here and I'm going to head out because I don't have long here in the capital of the UK.
It's a good day, we got sunlight we can't chase. We can see where it takes us, writing stories that shape us. It's a good time to find a little magic in the moonlight, all that we can discover in this sky full of wonder. We got everything beneath our feet, we see it all. But for adventure,
London in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. I done all of the touristy things here. I lived the tourist life in London, but because of the pandemic, St Paul's Cathedral was unfortunately closed. So I have came back here with a mission, and that is to go inside St Paul's Cathedral because it is now back open, and I think it's one of the coolest cathedrals I have ever laid my eyes on. So now we want to see what it looks like on the inside. Did you know that St Paul's Cathedral, if you look at it from a bird's eye view, is made in the design of the Catholic cross, which is very fascinating. I would have been able to see that firsthand with my drone if London actually allowed me to fly my drone, but unfortunately I just have to hear it through audio guides, etc. But maybe one day London, the whole city of London, might give me permission to fly and I can get to see it from first-hand experience. Does it actually resemble a Catholic cross? Alright, so I've just came out of St Paul's Cathedral, and wow, what a cathedral it is. Not only is the outside outstanding, but so is the inside. Some of the interior design in there was spectacular and I had a great time. I did make it right to the top, 528 steps later, and I am a knackered boy. Whew, but the view was worth it. I got to see the Shard, the Sky Garden. It just was bringing back all these memories to my last visit here to London. And it was just nice. We'd look over at the River Thames on a beautiful day, by the way. London is 18 degrees right now and it is feeling so much more warmer than when I woke up this morning in Edinburgh. So it's just incredible. I'm now here and I'm getting to see all of the sights. So I was pretty hungry after that visit to St Paul's. So I went and grabbed myself a Five Guys, my very first dinner here on the Interrailing adventure. I was wanting to be a bit more extravagant than just a Five Guys, but I just saw it directly in front of me. I've not had a burger in ages and I was like, I can devour you. So I went in there, and I'm going to tell you something, guys, about Five Guys that I always forget, and then I go and then I'm like, that was a bit steep on the price. And it's always because I forget that the little burger is like, it's not a tiny burger, it's just a little bit smaller than, it's like just like, this is the regular, it's kind of like large size, and then the little one is small size or regular size. It's like a normal size burger, and I always forget. I always just go for the one that says just bacon cheeseburger, and then I'm like, that was an expensive fast food meal. And then I go, that's because I never went for the little one. The little one was probably still going to be enough because I got full anyways. So keep that in mind if you ever go to Five Guys. Little is the one to go for. It's not actually little. So I'm going to let you into a little insight on my life, guys. So just before I came on this Interrailing trip, I have been stressed to the max, trying to finish off uni the whole of April and then try to plan to come and do something as extraordinary as this. It's been a tough month, you know. I have had sleepless nights, I have been stressed right to the pinnacle of stress with my final year of university, but all of that has just disappeared. As soon as I took my camera out and I started taking photos of St Paul's Cathedral, the motivation and the creativity is all just rushed back. Like I literally felt the rush of my passion for this come straight back to me, because I was walking around and I was like, I'm just not in the right mindset for this. I do not know how I'm going to get back into the flow of things. But as soon as I took the camera, I just started taking photos of St Paul, which it does help, but it's a cracking building. But as soon as I started doing it, I felt the adrenaline rush, and now I know that I'm ready to start making loads of content everywhere I visit for the next little while. So last time I was here in 2020, I was at the very beginning of my photography journey, and I took my camera out here, my very first beginner Canon 800D, and I was taking photos of St Paul. But I'm quite intrigued to be able to take this new camera out and see if I can replicate some shots that I got when I was crossing the road. I want to see if I can replicate some of the shots that I got when I was here last time, and see how much I've changed and how much I've improved since the very beginning, because literally I was here merely 6 weeks, not even that, maybe like a month after I started Lost in Travel. This was my first big trip, So I want to see if I can just mirror some of the shots. So I know there's a really good one I'm trying to find, I just can't remember where the hell it is, but there's a really good one with like the glass and then St. Paul's just like framed neatly in this nice alleyway. I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to try to take the exact same shot as I took last time. I'm going to place that right up here so you can see, and then we'll see if I can take, I guess, the same shot or an enhanced version of that shot, and we'll see. And I really hope that I can show you a massive difference between my photography now and my photography back then. It feels so strange being able to go on the tube by myself and just use it like how a local would. So guys, I didn't think a trip to London would be complete without visiting the most iconic landmark here in this city. And it's in its full glory again. It's not in construction like the last time I saw it.
I wanna run, don't matter how far. I follow the light of the moon and the stars. Break away from these city walls. Oh, I wanna run, it don't matter how far.
It is sunsets like this that make you realise why it is so special to come out and see the world, because this is such a spectacular view and a great way to end night one of Interrailing. I've got to be honest with you guys, the butterflies have not stopped the entirety of today. I just keep on feeling this feeling inside in the pit of my stomach that says that this is where you've been dreaming to be, and it's a nice feeling. It's kind of like nah, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say it's kind of like when you have a crush on somebody. I know I do not have a crush on London or the idea of travelling like this. That's a bit of a random comparison, but it is great nevertheless to start feeling this feeling in the pit of my stomach that tells me that I am on the right path that I've been wanting to be on. So today I got the Eurostar and I have now arrived here in Paris, France. So I've realised that we're a bit into the video and I've not actually explained to you how I am doing this interrailing trip and how much is it going to be costing me. Well, I actually got myself an Interrailing Pass. That is the reason why I do it. This is the reason why most people probably do it. Is you get the EURail Pass, and that's the one I got. I got a 3-month unlimited, which allows me to go on anything, any train, and I sometimes may just have to pay the seat reservation, but it was a decent price for the amount of trains I'm getting. I think I'm saving about £1.5 grand all on public transport here on this trip, so it's definitely worth it. But I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Eurostar, because I think 6-year-old me believed it was going to be going through like a fish tank. You know, you're going to be able to see sharks, fish, all of that. Nope, I've got a big review for it. It is just too many tunnels. That's all the Eurostar is. Too many tunnels. I cannot get a single bit of work done because my signal just kept on cutting in and out. So fingers crossed, no other train on this trip full of tunnels as the Eurostar. And no, you don't see any fish. You just go through a big long dark hole into the channel. I always shock people who know that I'm quite well travelled. That this is actually my first time in France, my first time in Paris, and already I think I am stunned by this city. The architecture is actually insane, and this is a good example of it. Behind me is the Arc de Triomphe, and this was one of the things I was most excited to see when I came to Paris. Actually, the Eiffel Tower over there, that is what I am really excited to go and see later on today. But the Arc de Triomphe is actually so much more bigger than what I anticipated. I was like, oh, that's just an archway with a massive busy roundabout. Why would I want to go visit that? Now I see why. That is phenomenal. So guys, as you've seen, I've spent sunset here at the Eiffel Tower and it was oh so glorious. But if you want to see more of Paris, as I know you do, because I do have a couple more days here in the city, then guys, please stay tuned to next week's video, which I'm sure will be a good one. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's video, the first episode of the Interrailing series, then please guys, drop that like, share with your family and friends, and subscribe, because this was only episode 1 and I don't even know from right now when I'm filming this how many episodes are going to be in this series. I'm sure there's going to be a lot. But take care guys, catch us all next time, peace out.
You come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Come take my hand and fly away.